Some of the most painful breakups you've experienced weren't rejections, they were redirections. Because when God is protecting you from the wrong person, He doesn't always send a warning in thunder and lightning. Sometimes He quietly closes doors you keep trying to reopen. You start feeling uneasy around someone who once brought you peace. And though nothing drastic has changed, the spirit within you stirs with discomfort. This is discernment, not drama. When communication becomes strained, misunderstandings multiply, and efforts to fix it only lead to deeper confusion. That's not just relationship trouble. That's divine interference, a holy disruption sent to protect your purpose. You pray for clarity, but all you get are distance calls, plans canceled, hearts drifting, and what you don't realize is that God is removing someone from your life because they're a distraction from your destiny. 1 Corinthians 15:33 reminds you that bad company corrupts good character. And even if their intentions seem good, their influence could be pulling you away from the person God is shaping you to become. Pay attention when your peace is disrupted more often than it's restored, because God's protection often looks like rejection, and what feels like abandonment may be divine rescue. If you constantly feel the need to explain, defend, or shrink yourself around them, that's not love, it's spiritual suffocation. And here's something most people miss. When God is protecting you, He often strips away the illusion first. You stop idolizing their potential and begin to see the truth of who they are. You notice how their values don't align with your faith, how they encourage compromise over conviction, and how your walk with God grows quieter when their voice grows louder. That's not a coincidence. That's a spiritual warning. Proverbs 4:23 says to guard your heart, and sometimes the way God helps you do that is by revealing who shouldn't have access to it. There are moments you'll feel lonely, tempted to go back, but that's where trust is tested. Remember Lot's wife in Genesis 19. She looked back at what God was rescuing her from and turned into a pillar of salt. Don't let your desire for companionship make you ignore divine red flags. If being with them means hiding parts of your faith, negotiating your standards, or losing your sense of spiritual identity, that's not a relationship, that's spiritual warfare in disguise. When God is protecting you from the wrong person, He's preserving something deeper: your purpose, your calling, your future spouse, your peace. He's not punishing you by taking someone away. He's preparing you by clearing the path. And one day when you're with the right person, someone who prays with you, sharpens you spiritually, Proverbs 27:17, and brings you closer to God, you'll thank Him for every unanswered prayer, every breakup you didn't understand, every delay that saved you from destruction. So stop chasing what God is removing. Let go of who's already let go of you. Trust the silence, the separation, the stillness, because behind it all, there is a Father who sees the end from the beginning, and He loves you enough to protect you from the very thing you keep begging Him to bless.